Yo, it's 11:32 every time. Yo, every episode is getting later and later, and I'm trying to do it in the daytime, but this guy's like, for some reason, like I think he's on
No,
a
I
24-hour
hate
cycle.
doing.
Soon enough, we'll get 1 a.m. and then it'll be 3 a.m. and then it'll be like, and then we'll hit daylight.
Yo, I hate doing like recording during the daytime. We tried that once and it went horribly.
Yo, this guy wants me to scream high energy while my mother's sleeping in the other room.
Okay, but late at night, yo, people just be coming into my room. Like, no matter what it's for, they'll come down. They'll be like, okay, like, let's, I don't know, build
So
a
late at
horse
night?
or something. Yeah,
Anyway, we have
anytime.
Mo on the podcast. Mo, introduce yourself. Where you at? Where you come from?
Well, I'm in Calgary right now, but I go to school in Edmonton, University of Alberta.
Word. But like,
But originally, he's from Palestine.
originally, something
Originally
like that.
Palestine, born
Egyptian
in Nova
youth.
Scotia. What did you say?
9?
Huh?
9, bro. I say 9. I'll cut that out.
What's going on?
And Ethan. We also got Ethan, Trap Daddy K. Okay, he'll throw up a gang sign. He won't say not much. But, you know, this is the Peak High Podcast, man. It's a podcast. We talk. You listen, hopefully. Or honestly, just go to sleep. Whatever it is, as long as it gets us the view or whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah. Throw a view on my page.
But yeah, Mo, bro, what's good? Welcome
Not
to the
much, man.
platform. Not much. This guy said he wanted to talk about some deep shit, eh?
No, I'm just saying we talk about, you know, different stuff because we gotta switch it up, variety, you know.
Word. Well,
Wait.
I was no, Ethan, go ahead.
I was just gonna say we actually got like a lot of viewer or listener submitted topics.
That's
So-
crazy. So they're listening, they're responding, they see that we're answering questions.
If they're
I like
not
that.
listening, they're asking questions for no reason.
Honestly, either way it works, bro. But first,
Hey.
I just want to bring up something from the previous podcast. Like I noticed, like, excuse the voice crack, but I noticed that like you were talking about like how you want everybody to be like on the same platform enjoying life, and I was thinking about it, I was like, yo, isn't that communism? Like, are you low-key like a communist?
Well, someone actually came at me today. They're like, you know what? You're a socialist. I was like, no, like people shouldn't just have things handed to them. But I
Yeah.
feel like you should be like able to live, you know? Like just do something crazy at least 3 times in your life.
Okay, I'll take it. But what's the shit? What's the questions that the viewers or the people
Okay,
who
do you want to
listen
start
are
with
asking?
another would you rather like last time?
Sure.
Okay, would you rather be in a skydiving fight, like fighting someone midair, like before you have to pull the string, you know, right?
Yeah.
Or fight someone on the top of a moving train?
Mo, I saw you, bro.
Oh, skydiving for sure.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Do
You
I have
like
a
heights?
Because anytime during the fight, I can just be like, I'm out. Pull the trigger,
It's
the fight's over. But if you're on a train, man, it's too much risk.
yeah. Oh, and skydiving, no risk.
Yo, I don't
You're
fuck
fine.
with heights though. I'm not focused.
He said you got the parachute though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if they take your parachute off? I
How?
would, like, that's what I would
Yo,
do.
it's strap.
No.
Yo, I'm telling you, I'm like, I don't know what I'd do, but I'd figure out a way to pull the parachute out, like grip it, some shit, right?
Yeah.
Or like if I had like a blade on me, just like cut it like a tiny hole in the parachute. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then yeah,
I'm saying if you had a blade on you and you're fighting somebody in the air, you're worried about their
Yeah.
parachute. And you
I'm
got
not
that?
worried about their parachute. I'm cutting a hole in their parachute. Why would I be worried about somebody I'm
Right,
fighting?
you're cutting them.
Oh, that's also a good point. No, I'm
I
not
don't know.
about injuring people. I don't understand that.
Hey,
I
he
feel
said it's
like-
a fight.
I would get distracted. You know, we're falling. We're like 50 feet from the ground, and oh shit! And then you pull it. It's too late.
Shit, it's too late, bro.
Already on the
Would you
ground.
guys ever skydive?
Would I or have I?
Would you? Have you?
No.
Okay, I assume so. More of you?
No, I haven't, but I would though. I want to.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like that thing that everybody says, you know, like before you die or some shit. Like you gotta do something.
Yo, I
crazy.
want to skydive
Yeah.
into like a scuba dive. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to like go like
Oh, into the
like
water.
all the way up and all the way down. You know, like change oxygen tanks like halfway or some shit, and then just like floop.
Yo, what about hot air balloons? Would y'all like go up in a hot air
No.
balloon?
Mm.
Because you don't have parachutes or nothing, and they actually kind of go high, but like it's pretty views, you know? It's Not that bad.
I don't
I
know
can't.
the way
Go on.
hot air balloons work. I don't know if I would do it.
Yeah.
It's just like a flame, right? And then there's gas that like
Mm.
lights the flame.
But think about it, like, what's the worst that could happen, right?
Run
You
out of
die.
gas.
Like, if you run out of gas, you're just like drifting slowly down.
What?
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't think so. I
balloon.
think to keep it inflated, you have
Is-
to maintain a certain heat, right? To keep it inflated
Yeah.
as
No,
in the
that's just
balloon
to go
shape.
up.
No, because if you once you're in the air, right? It's not just constant gas. Like it's only like every couple minutes just to keep the
Yeah.
temperature.
Yeah. So when you turn the gas
So when you
off,
run out of gas,
you're
how
going
do you?
down.
You're going down, yeah, but the longer you're in the air going down, the faster you're gonna
Yeah.
go down, right?
It's exponential.
What?
The temperature's not constantly going down, it's accelerating going down.
Yeah. Not
But
the temperature, the speed, or the deflation rate, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
so how do you get down? Like regularly, say no complications. I
I
saw
don't
that
know.
flex.
You asked the question.
How would you go down regularly?
Yeah.
Well, it's as if like, well, obviously they have calculations and stuff for it, but you'd just be putting gas every so often, right? To go down slowly.
I don't know, but wouldn't that just make you go like really fast and then like slow down and then really fast and then slow down?
Not because you're maintaining it, right?
Just less gas? Yo, there's no way that hot air balloons use that much gas.
Yeah, there's no research done on this podcast. If anybody's here looking for facts, bro, you came to the wrong
Bro
place.
science. Bro science.
We're figuring this out as we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
facts.
so final answers. Both of y'all are on skydive fights.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are you on a train?
No.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends on
Why?
who's fighting.
Yo, I don't
Well,
know.
why does it depend on who you're fighting?
Now, listen, because
If it's a professional skydiver, you are fucked.
Oh yeah, no facts. But if it's someone you don't like, there's a little more motivation, you know. So like,
Yeah,
if it's someone you don't know, it's like, why am I fighting this guy?
I mean,
I don't know, bro. Even on a train, there's too much risk because I'm clumsy, right? You know what I'm saying? I hit my toe on a lot of things. So
Bro,
on a
it's a
train,
roof.
have you ever had a C train whiz by you?
yeah.
That shit is scary, bro.
But if you're
Now
on
imagine
top,
being on
it's
top of
not
it.
like it doesn't feel that fast. Like if you're in the train, it
How
doesn't
do
feel
you
that
know?
fast.
Okay, you're in the train, but you're on top and the wind's hitting you.
Yo, you ever open the window? It's the same thing.
Yo, the window opens up like a slant. You
Yeah.
you act like it's like a car, like it's a power window, and then you stick your head out. Like, no, it's really just a slant.
But it's the same. As long as you have some glasses on, you're cool.
Some glasses, and that'll and then you're set for the fight.
Bro, okay,
Let me
well,
get my equipment, put
skydiving,
on
you
this
get a
Ray-Bans.
parachute.
I don't know, bro. I'd still go with the skydiving thing.
Hmm.
Okay.
They're pretty uneven. Would you rather though? Like that one. Like one of them's pretty obvious.
That's like asking, would you rather have an apple or would you rather like go like dig up your your general's grave or some shit like that?
Oh my-
That was a little fucked, and I'm sorry for the listener who asked that question. Ask better questions. What's wrong with you? Yo, how's the gym been going, by the way? Me and Mo used to work out in high school, and we were like on the same plateau, and like I don't know, he hit university, and then he kind of just like zoomed like way like above where
Gained
I'm at
50
now.
pounds of pure muscle.
Yeah.
Just straight.
How'd you do that? Did you just like go to the gym like crazy, or what? Is that a Gymshark shirt?
No.
Are you sure?
Nah, the thing is, when we worked out in school, it was like I never took my like diet properly. You know, I
So
wouldn't
it's diet, eh?
like that protein shake we had. That was the only thing I'd have to like dinner.
Yeah.
You know, and then I got to university. And it was like with calf and everything, you eat whenever you want, and I would eat
Yeah.
so much.
So
yeah.
you just went on a bulk thing, eh?
Oh yeah, for a fact. Like it's obviously I didn't gain 50 pounds of muscle. Like it's pretty much 50 pounds of. It's probably like 40 pounds of like water and fat. The rest is muscle, but.
Okay.
But yeah, no, like I realized like diet is a huge thing, and I don't know. I had like I was in the hospital for a little bit because I was
For what?
diagnosed. What was that?
For what?
Yo, he is
Oh.
explaining.
Yo, I'm sorry.
I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. So
With
like,
what?
yeah.
With
Wait,
what? Can you
know
repeat that?
Ulcerative colitis, IBD.
What is that?
It's basically ulcerative colitis is where like your large intestine, like your colon, it's genetic, but it's basically just like fighting itself, and so
Oh,
it's
word.
like real inflamed.
So how much time do you have?
Oh yeah, I got like.
Yo, what the fuck?
Can you make it through the
Oh, man.
podcast? No,
I got
I'm
like a
fucking with
year.
you. But are you
Probably.
feeling? Are you feeling okay or what? Like
Yeah, bro. They put me on
what's?
meds and stuff. Got a colonoscopy, all that stuff. But the
Oh
thing is,
shit! Yo, you can't just fly through that.
This guy just like took out his colon, didn't tell anybody.
no. Colonoscopy. They just go up
Colonoscopy.
in your, they go up in your anus and all that, and
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
We
like
were talking about probing last episode, no?
I'm not a doctor.
Were you under?
yeah. I woke up
Yes.
high as shit. It was so bad.
Yo, you ever?
You allowed to swear on this or no?
Did they tell you about
No.
like turmeric pills?
You are, bro. Relax.
Okay, man.
We don't get paid anyway. If swear or no swear, right?
I don't know who's watching.
What?
Oh my uncles are watching. Yeah, shout out my uncles in Pakistan, bro.
Shout
Such
out
a
them.
supporter.
That's a family.
And Ethan's family recently started watching too. So
Yeah. Yo, tonight we were having a bonfire, and I was showing my mom a song, right? Like I handed her the AirPod, right? And you know, we're jamming, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna show you something else, right? And she's like, are you gonna show me the podcast? I was like, oh shit. Like, okay, I guess so. And I showed her the last one. Yo, she was, I don't know. I don't think she took it well. Like she was not happy with it. But it's alright.
Yo, Mo, finish your thing though. So diet, then you got diagnosed in the hospital, and then what'd you do after that?
You gotta go.
That's the thing, right? Like I was working out. Well, I didn't even start working out at that time, but like the week before I was in the hospital, it was just like horrible. Like I was throwing up everything. Like
Yeah.
I didn't have any appetite. Like I couldn't drink like water. Was literally water barely went down. Like there was like blood in my stool and all that. So like I lost a lot of weight. I went down like 130 pounds from like 100.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And then when I got out the hospital, like I was like, bro, like I need to like change this like bad.
Yeah.
And they had me on meds that made me want to eat everything and made me want to like it boosted everything, like the sex drive, the appetite, like everything was there, right? And it
Where
was
did the sex drive come from?
No,
We'll come back to that later. Peak
that's what
podcast.
happens, right? With those meds, right? They're just made to make you feel better and stuff. That's why they're not good for you. Like you can't be on for a long time.
Hormones and all that.
Yeah, like they made me like happy and like fucking really hungry and all that. So I was eating like crazy, going to the gym like crazy. I got on creatine, got on mass gainer and all that. So
I'm on mass gainer right now.
Are you?
Yeah, I have the bag right here. It's Mammoth mass gainer.
How much do you weigh?
Right now I'm like 170, I think.
You're trying to ball.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You're not 170 like a week ago.
I promise you I'm 170.
Oh.
Maybe 165. But probably
No,
170 now.
I thought you were talking about you were like 140 something, like just a little while ago.
No.
No?
140?
I'll check again though, just to be sure. But I know I'm definitely over 165.
Yeah. I can't imagine you 140.
That's about where I am, like 170, 165.
But yo, so diet, that really, but yo, it's interesting you bring this up because a lot of the things you were talking about, like increasing your sex drive, increasing your hunger, increasing all that kind of stuff, and alleviating your symptoms, that's what Kush helps a lot with, right?
Okay.
No, seriously, if you take like medicinal Kush, that'll increase your sex drive. First of all, pleasure feels a lot more pleasurable. You obviously get hungry because like the munchies and whatnot.
But it depends on the person.
It also.
Yeah, that's also true.
Well, people say like, oh, things taste better. Oh, like with marijuana, there's a lot of side effects that are like, when you're in the moment, it feels like something, but it's actually something else. Like when people say food tastes better, the only reason it tastes better is because it's actually altering your taste, and you actually can't taste as much. So everything, you can eat anything. That's why people be putting like tons of ketchup on their fries, you know, like till you can't see the fries anymore.
Oh,
You actually just can't taste
that
as
makes
well
sense.
as you would be able to.
We got a question to talk about celebrity crushes, and the person wants to see who has taste. So make a break.
Celebrity crush.
Who y'all got?
Kylie Jenner.
That's the one.
That's the no Kylie, Kendall Jenner. If I could marry her, I would right now.
Really?
Yeah, there's something about her. She's just like she's not like as bad as the rest of them. Well, not the rest of them. She's not as bad as Kylie, But like, there's something about her. Like, you'll just see her in her face, and she's just so like kind, almost. You know what I mean? Like, you know how you can look at someone in the eyes, and you're like, yo, this is genuine, like a kind person. And even if I do meet her one day and she ends up being like a cunt, like I'll still like marry her. Like, look, I don't even care. Mo, what about you, bro? You got
I don't
celebrity
know.
crushes or what?
Celebrity crush, yo.
Travis Scott. It's lit.
No. Celebrity crush as in like female, because I'm straight, right? I don't know.
Yeah, shout out straightness.
Let them know.
I always thought Megan Fox was pretty attractive. I don't know. I don't really like invest myself into that too much. Like
Yeah.
I've been watching movies and stuff, but you guys really be like looking at like celebrities and what they be doing with their lives and stuff.
It's not like I'd
No,
be
not that
like
serious.
looking like it's not like I'd be checking up on these people, but like if I watch a movie and I see like a pretty female, I'm gonna be like, yeah, she's pretty.
Yeah, you
Do you
think
like
who's your
go
crush?
you go like search their name up and stuff, like who they are? Because half the time I'd be seeing
No.
fine females in movies, but like I never like know what their names are.
Oh yeah, Instagram.
Not really, but yeah, like if they just like pop up or whatever, you know, like I'll like their picture, you know.
Or, I don't know.
Ethan, who's
For
your
me,
crush, bro?
Yo, y'all ever watch that show, The Outer Banks? I've been telling Ray to watch the show
Oh
for years now.
yeah. I still haven't watched it, bro. I can't get myself to watch the first episode. It's a ridiculous show.
Yo, it's actually good. I swear it's good. You just have to I don't know, just jump in. Yo, but the main girl from that show, that's my celebrity crush, I swear. I gave up on like all those other, you know, like Rihanna, you come in second place. So like, you know, if you're gonna hit me up, go ahead. But not
Rihanna
the
comes
girl
in
from
second
that
place?
movie, Sarah Cameron. Sarah Cameron is so pretty, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Can't deal.
What are you talking about, like wife and kids and stuff?
Yeah, 100%. Bro, I'd go broke for a ring for her.
Right.
Nah, bro. I don't know. Mo, what's the plan, bro? What made you get into dentistry? Like, is it the money? Is it like, do you like teeth
Yo,
or
you're
what?
jumping all over the place, bro. This is
Yo,
what
'cause
makes
I'm
it
like,
hard to
I'm-
edit.
Yo, let's explain it though. Let's explain it. Why is Mo like dentistry?
Yeah, no, like, cause I'm thinking about it, and cause Mona just brought up like wife and kids and all that, and I'm like, okay, yeah, finances, cause like you gotta support
That's all this guy
family
thinks
thing, one,
about.
two, you know.
Or,
And then I'm like, Mo, like, what's the plan?
bro, so a long time ago I wanted to go into medical, like doctor and all that stuff.
Yeah,
But
and is that cause of you? Is that cause of your parents or your
well,
mom? I should say, not your parents, but
a little more of the parent thing. You know, being brown, like your parents just want you to do either be an dentist,
Yeah.
doctor.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like thinking about it, like realistic with like your life and stuff. Being a doctor, being like in a hospital environment, it's like you're on call, and you know, I don't think I want to live my life that way. I want to be more, like have a little more freedom, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I've always had like just like this weird like inkling for like just like
It's a
satisfying,
good word.
you know.
Inkling for satisfaction.
No, like inkling for like just like good looking teeth, you know. I don't know why. It's just like,
Oh, there is something satisfying about like somebody who smiles and like everything
Got a
is
tooth
like
fetish.
aligned. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I don't want
nah,
to fetish or nothing because that's weird. But yeah, that's
fuck
the
a
thing.
foot fetish. I
Sometimes
got a
when
tooth
people-
fetish.
No, of all the fetishes you could have, I think that's like the most regular one.
That's the most. Yeah, I
Or-
think
Not
everybody
hating
appreciates
on
good
anybody
teeth.
else's fetishes, but
Yeah,
pretty teeth are pretty teeth. You know, you can't hate on pretty
Yeah,
teeth.
you can't argue with that, bro.
I feel you. No, the thing is, like, ever since, like, every single time I see somebody's teeth and like super nice, like, I always think, like, what did they look like before, you know? And it's like, how long do they have braces? How long do all that?
Yeah,
And I'm getting Invisalign next week, so it's gonna be weird for me. But I don't know, like, even when I went to go get like everything fitted and stuff, and they were taking like
yeah.
3D images of my teeth, it just looks so interesting, you know?
Bro, what, you've never had braces?
Nah,
You actually have straight teeth though. Why do you need braces?
that's the thing, bro. When I was younger, I used to like try to move my teeth with my hand and everything. Like
The
I've had
It's dedication, bro. He said, "Yo, if I can't afford braces, I'm doing this shit myself."
I used to do that. I used to buy like mouth guards and stuff and like fit them to my mouth, and then I
Oh,
come up and like
yeah.
change the shape and like try to do that. I did everything, bro. I've had every single teeth whitening thing you could think of, like the things that go in your mouth, the strips, all that.
You should do girls instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, get into the grill business. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier than like, cause what, you just take the image of the tooth or like the whatever the fuck, when they put the shit in, then like you can't breathe and they like overfill, they stuff it in. What's that called?
Oh, the mold.
The mold. Yeah, you just take the mold, put the diamonds in, put the thing in the thing,
Yeah,
and
you don't
then
need to take molds anymore, man.
But it's a lot of money.
They literally like scan your teeth now. Like they take a machine, they just rub it over your teeth and like take the 3D image.
damn,
Yeah.
bro,
I was looking into getting a grill like a couple years ago. It's a
a couple
lot of
years
money.
ago.
Like
Yeah,
$5,000 for like a nice one.
I wanted a grill, but I was gonna get like a zirconia one. Like 20 bones, like
Oh my
giving
goodness.
zirconia one. Yo, it's shiny, what? You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? Nah, I've had those ones. I've had like little outbursts where I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. You just have
I think
to.
everybody had those. Yeah.
Your manager ever would just be yapping to you. You just like wait, you wait till they leave.
Yeah, I
And they
have a
leave,
thing
you go
about my
into the other
manager,
room.
bro.
Fuck.
I have
Happens
like
12 times
I
a
come
shift.
from work where my previous jobs I had to get very close with the people around me because when I used to sell fragrances I got very close with the older ladies around me, like we used to hug and everything like that, and we used to talk a lot, right? And that's how we got close. Then I did my summertime job with my like lawn mowing partner, and we got tight because you're spending 8 hours a day for like 2 straight months with somebody in a car and everything like that. So we got close, we got to talking. And now this job I have is like nobody wants to get close with anybody, and it's like awkward for me because this manager, right, she was having a kid, and they kind of threw her a baby shower, and like I guess only like the coordinators were invited or some shit, like none of the store actual associates were like invited for the food and all that. But like it was time for me to go on break, right? And they're just like all like standing there like all like talking and shit in the hallway, and I'm not just gonna walk past them like in there because this is a narrow hallway right in the office. So I'm not about to just like walk past them all rude and shit, right? So I'm like, hey, like by the way, congratulations on the baby, I hope everything goes like right. And then like when it came out of my mouth, I was like, fuck, that's not how I intended to say it. Like that's not how it sounded in my head.
Yeah.
But
I hope
anyway,
everything goes right.
yeah, as if like someone's gonna go wrong, you know? But and then she's like, yeah, thanks for always being on time and asking good questions. And I'm like, yo, like pay me a personal compliment. Like I just talked to you about your baby and you're telling me about my work ethic. Like what the fuck is wrong? Like, yo, why is everybody so afraid of getting like close? Has that ever happened?
Well, I don't know. I definitely know like some managers at my job are like scared of that, like scared of talking too much about like who you are as a person. Because like
There's a lot of harassment charges.
yeah, like I remember in training, like that was a huge thing. I probably watched like 3 hours worth of videos like telling me like what you can and cannot say.
Nah, bro, it's what, yo, just let me do me, bro. I'm
Yeah,
just working.
bro, you're just people.
Mo, how's Sobeys, bro? How's the food industry?
Good, bro. I was about to say that. I think because the industry that me and Ethan are in, it's like there's a lot of people, right?
Yeah,
There's a lot of employees, and you see different people every day. Like I used to work the exact same job that Ethan works at now, and it's like every shift is like you might not get the same person that you did last one, right?
yeah,
So it's
Yeah.
really hard to just like create a bond or create like a friendship with somebody, right? Like Ray with your jobs with your lawn mowing, you're the same guy 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
Ethan might get that once a week with somebody, right? When you might get it every time.
Yeah, but for me right now, our retail, it's always the same managers. It's the same three managers. So that's what I have a problem with because they always see me when I'm at my shift, and I'm at shifts there 4 days a week or 3 days a week, and it's usually 4 hours or 6 hours, right? And at that time, like we've had like a lot of conversations, like we've talked, and it's like awesome personal shit. Like they'll tell me about like their like car right over, and I'll be like, oh, that's crazy. I also have a car, and I also drive it, right? And like we'll exchange stories and everything. But like at the end of the day, they're like, yeah, good questions, and I'm like, are we in a classroom or like what are you talking about, right?
but yo, think about what they really know about you. Like that story, right?
That's
Oh, I
what
have a
I'm
car
saying,
too.
bro.
They're like, nice car. Yo, what do you drive?
No, but what, yo, how could I just? There was this one really like I liked her a lot, but she had to leave because like she relocated or some shit. And me and her talked about a lot. Like she was telling me about her divorce, and I was telling her about my relationships, and it was crazy, bro. Yo, it's not fucked up. It was a good time. I love talking, bro. I don't know what it is. I enjoy a conversation because that just makes work so much like more fun and genuine, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, for a fact. The
Yo,
less time
shut.
you're looking
My
at
fault.
your watch or your phone, the more time is going by, right?
Yeah.
Like when you're
Yeah.
like it's like when there's nothing to do at work. It's like you're there for like double the amount of time you actually are.
Yeah. Time goes by so much quicker with a decent conversation.
Oh yeah, or even just stuff to do in general.
Yeah, bro.
Really
Shouts out
nice.
Hamid. Overnight at
Yeah.
Walmart, yo, you showed me how to ride scooters in the parking lot late night. But if you're my manager, we never did that. So like
Here you gonna post the video.
hypothetical. Yeah, I'll put it up. Oh,
Hypothetical
my mic.
video. I'll edit it all photoshopped. Yo, but okay, let me ask you guys this. This is something completely off topic, but I was reading today and I learned a couple of things. Do you think your mind and your body are two separate things? Or are they connected?
For a fact, they're definitely two different things.
Okay.
Isn't that like
There's a
sorry.
no. Go ahead.
Isn't there something like that? Like is your brain you or is your soul you? Or do we have souls?
Brain is matter, right? So when I think about matter, I think about something you can hold. It's something material. It's something you can see. Brain is essentially a vessel that contains kind of like your soul and your thought process. The way I read it today, there's this guy. His name was he was a philosopher. I don't know his name, but it's the theory of dualism, right? So think of it this way: there's this experiment. It's a thought experiment. It's not an actual experiment you can execute. But think of it. It's called the flying man. So let's say you were just brought into existence. You were born, right? And you're blindfolded and you're suspended in the air, and your limbs are disconnected from you. So there's no way you can use your limbs to sense your body. Now, while you're suspended in the air, you know that you exist because you're able to think, you're able to process information, right? Although you're blindfolded. And also you're blindfolded, so you can't look down and see that, oh, I have a body or anything like that, right? So in that state, your mind is a whole separate entity than your body, right? And there's that argument.
Slow it down.
Okay, so in that scenario, your mind is a whole different thing from your body because it works on its own in this thought experiment. Where if I'm
wait, can I just clear something up? Okay,
Yeah.
so you're telling me that I don't have limbs, like they're somewhere else, and I'm in
thought
the
experiment.
air.
Thought experiment. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not actually this, right?
Yeah.
But okay, so I'm in the air and I'm blindfolded.
Yeah.
And I don't have arms or legs.
Yeah.
That's where we're at?
Yeah. So therefore no senses.
So what you're saying is you're trying to say there can be a connection between your mind and body, and at the same time there can't be? Like
there is a connection. Your body is a vessel for your mind. So the way Plato, he's also a philosopher, the way he explained it is that your body is essentially a vessel that restricts your mind, and your mind isn't actually your brain. Your mind is something like your soul. It's a concept almost, you know what I mean? It's like, it's energy. Think of it as energy, right? So you take all this unlimited energy and you restrict it into this body, and you have like, it powers this whole system, your brain, your eyes, your body, your legs, your arms, whatever the fuck, right? And then when you die, your soul doesn't actually die. It gets reincarnated into a different vessel, into a different body. That's kind of like...
So you believe in reincarnation is what you're telling me?
I don't know, but it's like, I'm considering the theory. Like this is something I learned today, like, and I never even thought of it this way before.
You know, the more I hear you talk, the more I think you should just become a Buddhist.
Bro, I swear to God, I'm thinking about it because I'm like, yo, like, all this money and I'm still like,
bro, you're just
like,
you don't fight people, you believe in reincarnation now, and like you want a lot of money.
I thought you were talking about something different, you know?
What did you think I was talking about?
Like mind and body, right? So there's two different aspects.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that mentally are strong, right?
Yeah.
Like me.
Physically or in their body. Body.
Yeah.
They might be as healthy, or the wellness is just not there, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you might have somebody who physically is very healthy.
Yeah.
Right? And mentally they're struggling.
Yeah.
Right? That's where the difference comes in, right? Like finding the balance.
Oh, that's that thing in movies, you know, when like there's like a big football player guy, right? But he's real stupid.
Yeah. The way Ethan brings in an example is phenomenal. It's actually like it's divine the way this guy just relates to things. No, but I think you're more so talking about it on a realistic level. So that has to do more with like chemicals, and genetics and all these kind of things, right? That you can actually influence. I was more so thinking about it like on like a deeper level. Like think about the universe. You guys know Pythagoras Theorem: a squared plus b squared equals c squared, right?
For sure.
So the reason I'm bringing this up is because this is a very similar concept between restricting that energy of your mind into this one vessel that's your body. So Pythagoras was a guy, he was a philosopher way back
he
when.
started a cult. Sorry, go on.
Sure. I'll take it, bro. But no, so he was a guy, and his philosophical was all math. So he believed in ratios, proportions, all that kind of stuff. And when he saw the pyramids being built, he said, okay, so if I take this right angle, so like 90 degrees, I know that this length is going to equal this length squared, and whatever the fuck, right? So when he made that first calculation and it came to be right, he said, okay, I can summarize that the whole universe is essentially like with enough technology, we can sum this down to like an equation, right? And the way he believes the theory of God to be was that the only role God ever played in our universe, in our cosmos, was that he took the unlimited and he restricted it to limited. And that's the only thing God did, because he's all powerful and all knowing and all whatever. He's strong like that, right? So there was this unlimited thing, and he restricted it to the limited. He created the planets, he created the humans, he created all these proportions and ratios and all that kind of shit. And I don't know, bro. I just found that kind of fascinating, because that's a different way to looking at things. So God didn't create the planets. The energy was there. He just restricted the energy.
Damn, yo, God is low-key the original government. Hey.
Yeah, yo, Ethan's a communist, bro. I swear. Nah, bro. I don't know.
No, but like
Yeah, low key he is.
Yeah, right. But I don't know. Does that make sense? Like actually in real life, like is that
No, it doesn't.
okay, so good. Glad we talked about that.
Bro, but what do you think? What do you think? Well, like, what's your theory about God, bro? Like, where is he or she? Yeah.
You know, being Muslim, right?
Yeah. Not a good one. I know you did some shit. We all have.
It's very much, God is everything, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not really about like creating a character of God.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's more about this is Allah, this is God,
Yeah.
right? He is everything,
Yeah.
right? If you ever struggling in life, if you're being super successful in life, if you need something, if you lost something, right?
Yeah.
There's one thing that's going to be there for you every time, and that's God.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is. It's when you have nothing or when you have everything, that one thing is still there, right?
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like in Christianity when there's Jesus, right? Jesus will lead you, right?
Yeah.
With the Bible and stuff, and it's so much about more how like you go through life with struggles, you go through life with success, right?
Yeah.
But it's all because of God, and that's it.
Yeah.
Right? So like think of it like somebody steals from me, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the good person, I'm gonna be the bigger person, because at the end of the day, God is looking over me, right? And
Yeah.
I will come back from it.
Yeah.
So that's what it's more about. It's more because God is there, we have principles, right?
Yeah.
Be a good person, don't steal, don't do this, do this, right? In hopes that when we pass and we finally meet God, we're content with ourselves.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to die and have that on their chest, right?
Yeah.
And that's really what it
Yeah,
is.
Ethan's thinking about some shit right now. You can tell.
Yeah.
Like I saw him and he's like, fuck, like I've done some shit.
Yeah. Okay, well, first of all, I would like to say like happy Ramadan or whatever. I'm not Muslim, like, so sorry if I did something wrong. But yo, side note, at Walmart, right? There we have like these weird little like Ramadan signs, and it has like a moon or whatever, but it's on all the food, like only food. And I'm thinking, aren't y'all not supposed to eat So isn't that fucked up
Yeah,
to
you
put it on
can't
the
argue
food?
with that, bro. You can't argue with that.
Wait, what? Say it again.
There's like we have these like middle aisles and they're full of food, right?
Yeah.
And all of them have like little Ramadan signs. Like Ramadan and then some M word underneath.
Mubarak. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
M word.
isn't that messed up?
Hey.
Because aren't y'all not supposed to eat on this like holiday? So why put it on the food? Why not put it on like, I don't know, something else?
Wait, it's more about appreciating it, right? And you're gonna eat later at night. It's not like you don't eat at all, right?
Oh.
So at 8:30 or 8:37.
I think Ethan just thinks people starve for a month. Just-
Yeah, because I remember back in junior high, right? I'd be going to school, right? And all my friends, they were like, yeah, like we're fasting all day. So I was like, I'll do that too then. Like, why not, right?
yeah.
And then like they were like, I don't know, I wasn't eating, right? I thought it was the rules, right? And like
Yeah.
no one else was eating. I was like, I thought it was a competition kind of thing. And like people were coming to school, like they were tired, like they were dead. Like
Mhm.
they would run like 20 seconds in gym and just like pass out and shit. I was like, what the fuck? Like I thought like
Yeah.
they were actually starving.
Well, I mean, it's around a 16-hour fast, so it's from sunrise till sundown. You cannot eat or drink water.
Oh, I was definitely drinking
Eat or
water.
drink anything.
Not
Um,
even gonna lie.
so yeah, with those signs and stuff, I mean, it's more just
It's more marketing.
it is a holiday.
It's appealing
No
to the
matter
customer. It's appealing
how
to the problem. Yeah.
it is a holiday.
I just
Nah,
thought
bro, I
that's
want to
so
get back to
weird.
that God
Yo,
thing.
sorry.
Now go on.
Wait, one quick thing. What about gum? Can y'all chew gum? Because you're not swallowing it, right?
It's flavor. If it goes down your throat, you break your fast.
Damn. But what about
Even when you're
toothpaste? You
brushing
can
your
brush
teeth,
your teeth, right?
you can
Yeah,
brush your teeth, but if you feel the flavor go down your throat, you broke your fast.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro, serious.
But
Gravity is like
you have to think about it. Like a lot of people say, like, "Oh, you did this. Oh, you do that. You're bad." It's more or less just as long as you have the good intentions, right? Bottom
Yeah.
line. So like, let's say I accidentally swallowed some toothpaste while I was brushing my teeth. You know, in a way, yeah, I mean, you broke your fast, but if you continue your fast and you have good intentions with it and you didn't mean to swallow your toothpaste, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Then you're fine. It's not between, it's not, that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's not between me and my mom or me and my dad or me and my brother and my sister. It's between me and God. That's it. My mom doesn't ask me, did I fast today? Because
Yeah.
frankly, it's none of her business. Neither my brother or my neighbor. I don't. In some ways, it's very rude to ask somebody, "Are you fasting?" Right?
Yeah.
When you know
Because
that
it's like judging them, right?
right. If
Kinda.
if you're a Muslim and you know it's Ramadan, then you know they're fasting. You know they're fasting, right? But if you're asking like if you want to know if they're like doing their job, right? Because that's
Yeah.
what a lot of people think it is. They think it's like, oh, you're not doing it, you're a bad person, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's between them and God, right? And as long as they have the
Everybody
good,
has their reasons. Yeah.
yeah, like the other day, I my alarm didn't go off and I completely forgot to take my medication, right? There's nothing I can do. I have to take my medication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I broke my fast, took medication, but I didn't count that day, right? So now at the end of Ramadan, I'll do an extra day or later in life. As long as you make it up, you're fine. But I continued the fast for the rest
Yeah.
of right? Just for myself. Because my intentions were good. It's not like I meant to drink a cup of water, right? I didn't. I just
It's
forgot
I
not
to.
like
like
the
you
way you
meant
brought up
to do
intentions.
that during those hours.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? And so it's more about between you and your God, right? And even with other religions, they do it as well. Like with Christianity, I think they do not a fast, but like they take away something that they really love for a month, like chocolate or something, and they don't have that for a
I
month.
think around Easter,
That's crazy.
they don't eat meat, right? Something like that.
Yo, what? People eat meat on Easter, like
Yeah,
Christians.
is some holiday like that where people don't eat meat or like dairy for like 3 days, and then like I don't know, like they go, I don't know. It's weird. I don't understand food restrictions in religion because it's like, yo, I might eat that in a week.
Yeah.
Like like it's the same cow. You know what I'm saying? I just pushing it back a few.
I
So I
think
never understood that.
it's more just about like appreciation, right? Like with Ramadan, like it's about appreciating what you have, right? I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
in a week you'll get it back, but for this week I'm taking the time to appreciate the fact that I have it.
And it does teach you a lot about humility, but I like what you said earlier about having the right intentions. And I think a common misconception about prayers is that, and what people don't understand is that actually asking God for things is a sin. Like directly asking God, I could use some money. Can you please help me get money? That's a sin. You
Really?
can't, you can't actually do that because God doesn't work that way. They say the Lord works in mysterious ways. I think that's a common thing among Christian people. And the reason they say mysterious is because they don't notice it. And the way you should be doing it is, God, give me the strength so I can work for this money. But not a lot of
Yeah.
people do that. They wanna have it directly. They're like, God, can you transfer me some funds? That's basically what they're asking for.
Now, last week I was praying. I was asking this guy God to wake me up for my shift. He didn't do it. So I don't know if I'm like a total believer anymore. I don't know.
Nah, bro. And but I also don't like the idea of going places for religion. You know what I mean? Like it's nice to have like some like extremely spiritual and holy places, but I don't like the idea of me having to go somewhere to pray, because I think God should be inside you. Why is he like just chilling at a mosque or like at a church or at a temple? Like come over here.
Bro, he's busy. He can't talk to 7 billion people at once.
But he's not talking to anybody though.
He's got to talk to the dedicated people trying to get
Just
out
to say
here.
he is talking to somebody though, you know, and it's always something about money, and God doesn't work on monetary things.
Well, you don't necessarily have to, right?
You don't have to, but the people that built the ideology around going somewhere and praying, and that's the thing that I don't like.
I think it's more, you're talking about like when people go to church and stuff.
Yeah.
I think
And even with the, like you were saying earlier, like the thing, like the good things that you do and the bad things that you do, that's all God acting. And I think a different way about that. I think that's what it's primordial. You already had that built in your head from way long ago, from evolution. And people just need a reason to justify it, and they say, oh, it's God. And that to me is lazy. That's why I like philosophy, because I don't like the explanation of just, oh, because God. Well, like, that doesn't make any sense, right? There's no reason behind that. There's no thought behind that. That's just God, period. And that's why I don't like a lot of the explanations that they have right now.
I mean, a good point, dog.
Thank you.
going back to what you said about God being in a place or not going somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I think it's more about the community and the gathering of it, you know?
Yeah, it could be.
There's a lot of children, there's a lot of families and stuff that get a lot out of coming together as a community. It's what they say, like, right, power in numbers, right?
Yeah.
It really helps you continue the religion and continue to believe in it, right? I mean, anybody can pray at their home or pray at the dinner table with their family, right? But when you
Yeah.
have, you know, tens, hundreds of people in the same place, all doing the same thing, the energy is there, right?
Yeah.
And
It's
also with what you said about yeah, I believe in philosophy as well, right?
Yeah.
But it's very easy to say, you know, God's not real. Why are we talking about him? Why are we saying this?
Yeah.
For me personally, I think um it helps me give myself motivation to continue to be a good
So it
person.
gives you meaning.
Exactly. Let's say God was never a thing. Never
Yeah.
met. And then I went and robbed somebody.
Yeah.
How would I feel? I would feel okay with myself,
A
right?
little richer.
There would, yeah,
Shout out to that.
there would be no weight on me, right?
No guilt.
I think there would.
Exactly. That's the thing though, man. Like,
I think there would be a weight on you
you think there would if there was no God, no
if there
principle.
was no God or anything like
I
that.
mean,
Because there are principles installed in you, and that's not God. That's instinct. That's from evolution.
but
Because humans are the most social creatures out there. They want to do good to others so that they can have good done back to them.
no, the
And
reason that, sorry.
not go off. Well, because Ethan has a lot of input on this as well, because he grew up in an environment where you had to be mean, you had to be aggressive, you had to be a lion to get what you needed. And that's also a very good point to bring up. That's a good conversation to have.
Like, I think the reason that a lot of people, like, because, not everybody has, like, that guilt, right? Or the weight that comes, like, after you do something bad, right?
Yeah.
Like, some people just don't have it.
Yeah.
And I think that comes from, like, either, like, your parents or your grandparents or someone, like, believing in something like that. Like I
So
think that's
nurture.
where it comes from. Like you're taught by like the people who came before you,
Yeah.
right? So maybe the people that just don't have that, like that is just born like that, or they like didn't listen kind of thing. But I don't think um anybody would really have guilt if none of this like religion stuff like ever existed.
Exactly.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
It comes from somewhere. The guilt, right? The happiness, the excitement, the everything. It comes from something.
Yeah.
Because if no one ever believed in like some kind of afterlife, right? We would never have like anything to like be good here for, right? Like you could just do whatever, no repercussions.
Exactly. Like let's say hell was never a thing or never mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
So what's the
Hell yeah.
consequences of me not doing or me doing bad things? If there's no consequences, why wouldn't I?
Yeah, that's the
But
see how go
no, yeah,
wrong.
that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to like I'm trying to like understand your point, and like I see like I'm trying to see where you're coming from, and it makes sense. But
Because sorry.
not go off. I was gonna do a different thing.
Like like that's where all this started, right? Because we don't know what was happening like way back then. Like we have hieroglyphics and shit, or you know, like stories on cave paintings and all that. But all the real knowledge that we have from before then is like the books that came from religion, right? Like no one was doing studies and shit just like off science way back then. So everything like all the virtues and the lessons that were taught is taught like by that.
Well, I was gonna bring up another thing. So I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like thinking like, okay, so you have all this evil in the world. You have hunger, starvation, poverty, all this kind of stuff, and then you also have all this good in the world. You have competition. You have people who thrive. You have money. You have happiness. You have wealth. All this kind of stuff. And when you're really trying to sum it down to a single kind of base idea that it came from, like where do you guys think that came from? Because I would say it all came from greed. So
Like good
one
and
human,
bad.
good and bad, everything evil, everything good came from greed. So think of it this way: people are starving in Africa, right? This is a known fact. People just don't get as much food. They don't get as much
I
water
mean,
over
people
there, right?
starve everywhere, but yeah. Okay.
People starve everywhere, but like you always hear about people starving in Africa and people in impoverished states in Africa, and that could be solved if people in developed countries were just less greedy. But developed countries would never exist if people weren't greedy for money, because greed drives competition. People want more money for themselves, so they want to create better products, better environments for other people. So like it's almost like it's a blessing and a curse of a characteristic to be greedy. Like I
Um,
think I think if you really want balance in the world, if you want everybody to be on the same plateau, you would just eliminate greed altogether. But then that would,
I
for
think you just need
life
to have.
itself, that would just be boring.
I think you just need to have a good balance of greed and like generosity, right? Like maybe not like equal, but it just needs to be in balance.
Yeah.
That's kind of something about that's kind of the big reason why communism doesn't work, because eventually like someone's always gonna like want more,
Want
right?
more, and
Like
that's
Joseph Stalin, right?
capitalism. Yeah.
Like that's the biggest reason that his communist nation didn't work, because he was like, yeah, like everybody's equal, but I'm in charge.
Everybody's equal but me.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
bro,
that's the
that's
thing.
crazy.
I think there's so many different aspects, right? I mean,
Yeah,
first of all, it really it depends on where you start, right? Because it's so unfair. The world is extremely unfair. You'll have people that are born in developed countries where they can go get education, go get a job, and live their life. But then you have people that are born in undeveloped countries where, from the get go, they're already put in
Set up for failure.
exactly in bad odds, right? And there's nothing they can do, right? And that's what they say: the poor get the poor get poorer, the rich get
Yeah.
richer, right?
yeah.
That's what it is. And then you have people that have nothing and they work hard and they get a little bit of success and it motivates them even more to just keep going. And then you have people that were there and then start to fail, and the more they fail, they just keep going, keep going, keep going. Then they find themselves in poverty, right? So I think if everybody got the opportunity, then it would really show who deserves it and not, or not, right? But it's so messed up the way the world works, right?
Yeah.
It's not feasible.
Well, that's a
Yo,
very
you want to
common
hear more
issue.
about that? Episode 8 of the PKI podcast. Go on.
Bro, if you guys already talked about this, we gotta switch it up because
No,
like
not this, not
No, like
this.
we didn't go deep into
Just
it, but
like just how fucked up like
oh, Ethan
society
went on a
works right
whole
now.
rant about like 60-year-old men not like working at Walmart or some shit. It was weird.
oh
This
yeah, I
guy,
remember. Yeah, I
uh,
was,
but I was gonna say that's a big issue in the Northeast and like even in like general poverty states because people don't know how to manage their money, and that's the main difference between rich people and broke people. It's not the income, it's how to manage your money. A lot of people who grew up in poverty states, a lot of people who are homeless, they get a little bit of money and all, and they want to trade it in for short-term pleasure, not long-term sustainability. And that's why they turn to drugs, that's why they do crack, that's why they do coke, all that kind of stuff, because it's a short-term boost of energy, right? And they don't really know what it's like to have long-term health and wealth and happiness, because that's not guaranteed for them. And I think that's the big issue, is if you just change that mindset from, yeah, I am gonna have a week from now, or I am gonna be here a month from now, so I should save up this money instead of blow it on coke so I can have a good day tomorrow. Like that's like, I think that would solve a lot of shit. But then again, like I'm 18, like I'm saying, like I
Yo, I
wasn't
think you
there.
just came for me a little bit. Like
Yeah, you don't
that's
do
what you've been
coke.
coming at me for, like buying shoes instead of investing.
Yeah, I'm coming at you for your money management, but honestly, like, bro, like live your life. Like, I don't know. This guy keeps telling me he wants to live, and I'm like, okay, you
Huh?
can't argue. You can't argue with. I just want to live.
Yeah,
That's what this guy keeps coming at me for.
I just want to
More, are
live,
you
bro. I
investing your
want to,
money?
huh?
man, I'm doing a lot of saving. I don't exactly. I haven't really educated myself much on investments, but I used to be
Yeah,
so, speaking of investments, I used to be so invested into sneakers and
yeah.
clothes, all that. But I don't know. When I got to university, I just kind of gave it
What's
up.
the way? Ethan, go off. You were gonna say something.
I was not gonna say something.
That's where you're gonna say something.
Well, now that we have this pause, I do need to go do something really quick. It'll take me like less than 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go do that. We can take a break, or you guys can keep talking. It's up to you.
Taking a
Okay,
shit.
I guess we'll keep talking about some shit. I want to. Investments is a very simple theme. You just have to know if you want to really make money in investments. That's what a lot of people don't understand about business. If you want to make real money, you have to get into the business of investing. If you want to make some passive money, you have to invest. So there's a difference. You have to either be the investor for passive money, or you have to be the guy that's selling the investments, that's selling the portfolios, and that's working for these investment companies. And if you want to make like passive income, just invest into like an index fund like Dow Jones and S&P 500, the Standard and Poor's, or Parks 500, some shit like that. That's basically, you have a bunch of companies, a bunch of successful companies that were built up over like the last 100 years or some shit like that. So these were the top performers, and you just buy a piece of every single one, and that's what investing in an index fund is.
That's long term though, right?
Long term, you have to hold that for like 20-30 years, some shit like that.
I want to get into trades,
Like what do you mean
like
by that?
and all that.
Stock trading?
Yeah,
Yeah, so like flipping it, like buying and then selling the next day, and then buying and selling the next month, that kind of shit.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
AME, GME, all that stuff, GameStop, all that, Rolls Royce. I want to get into that stuff, but I don't know. I don't know exactly know like what apps and stuff. I got Simple and all that, but it seems too confusing.
What's and all that kind of stuff is essentially a platform. They give you advice. They give you like a graph. They're like, okay, here's a graph. Holy, your arm's looking huge, bro. I was like looking down, then I saw it. I'm
What?
like, damn. Uh, hey,
Bro, don't hype me up,
give it
bro.
to
I'm
him.
skinny.
Give it to him.
Don't hype me up.
Now, bro, a lot of these apps are just simply platforms that mislead people into investing, but the actual investing process is extremely complicated. It takes years to learn. You have to think about the market as the weather. A lot of people try to predict what's going to happen in the market, but it's literally impossible, because people are where the market goes. You know what I mean? The market direction is based on the people and what they invest into. It's just like the weather, but the weather has some different factors, but Think of it like that. Think of it as unpredictable. It could be something completely different today than it will be tomorrow. Remember that hike we went on?
Yeah.
What was that? Sulfur Trail.
Yeah,
That was
post
the
more
coldest
videos
fucking
soon.
hike I've ever done.
I did it yesterday.
You did it yesterday?
Yeah.
Why?
The fuck?
I went with wait, are we saying names?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
go
can say
ahead.
names.
As long as you're not talking shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh.
Oh.
Did you enjoy it?
Wait, what?
Did you have fun?
No, I didn't go with
Oh, I thought we were talking about the hike.
Yeah, I did
them.
too.
Because you guys talking about spat on your car.
Yeah,
Oh
we were
shit!
just
Now I have
talking
to
shit
cut that
about
out.
him.
Yeah, you gotta cut this whole thing out. That's what I was saying.
No, I'll beep it. I'll beep it. But no, I thought you were talking about the hike. Like
Yeah, I
you're
thought
going
you were
on a
talking about
hike.
the hike
Oh,
too.
no,
I was like, what a coincidence.
I went with and all them.
Oh
You guys don't fuck with them very much, do you?
no, not at all.
No, they're my best friends.
They got a lot. They got a lot chiller though. So
Yeah.
I don't know. You know me. I'm friends with everybody. But they wanted to go on a hike, so I took them up that mountain. Same way you guys took me up there, and they were not prepared. It was fun. It was fun though. We got to the top. Remember how we got a gondola ride back down?
Yeah, bro, and they were pressing it. Yo, it's the last gondola down, man. You guys are
They're
late.
like, you guys are 2 hours
And
late.
say, how are you getting down then? Say, how are you getting down?
Yeah.
No, like they
Dude,
put a sign at the start of the trail now. The sign says you need ticket to get down or something. Like you can buy a ticket at the top.
Damn.
Oh,
We
shit.
got
That's
up,
fucked.
we were like, damn, we gotta pay $60 for this now. And they just slipped us
60
on.
Each
Damn.
or total?
Well, because usually the ticket, okay, listen. So the sign said you got to pay for a ticket at the top to get back down, right?
Yeah, on the gondola.
Yeah, the gondola. So like halfway up the mountain, we asked somebody, some random hiker who was going back down. We asked them like, "Do you guys know how much the ticket is to go down?" They're like, "Oh, it's 120 to go up and down, $60 to go down." Right? And so we're halfway up the mountain now. We're like, we're not paying $60 each to get on a gondola to go back down.
Yeah.
Right? And by the time we got to the top, it was like 5:30. So it was like we're not spending another 2.5 hours to get back down, right?
Yeah.
So we're like stressing, right? So we're like, whatever, we'll just pay. So we go in, and then they just let us on for free to go back down. I'm pretty sure if you hike up, it's free to go back down.
It should be. That's the whole point of the hike. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you hike up and then you enjoy the ride back down. That's how it was for us.
Yeah, and they had that sign there, and then the hikers that told us it was $60, they also told us it was an hour away from the top, and it was like 2 hours and a half almost. Like,
Yeah, I don't trust hikers.
yeah, we weren't even close.
Yo, I swear, yeah, someone will be walking like very, very slow, and you're thinking, okay, like this will give me a good gauge on like how far away I am, right? So you ask them, and then it ends up being like quadruple the time.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, me and Ethan came up with the name for the podcast when we were at the top of a mountain. So, yo, man, if we were to have a podcast, what would we call it? We're at the peak right now. Peak of what? Peak of the height.
Remember the like
Peak height
almost names?
The almost what?
We almost had like the altitude.
Oh yeah, peak altitude podcast. We also could have done the quickest 20 because our idea was like just 20 minutes of straight stories. Yeah, you know what I've noticed? Our trends changed a lot. We started out with like a bunch of stories and then sneakers and then all that kind of shit. And now we're talking about like philosophy and like God and religion and all that
Yeah,
shit.
we're always talking about.
I'm like, it's actually kind of interesting because I'm waiting to see what we get into next.
Wait, did you guys get?
Mo, you been fucking bitches or what?
Yo, chill. Is that your question?
Wait, when did you guys get the name? Where were you? What mountain?
Ethan, what was it? It was because one of Ethan's friends recommended it to him, and fuck, I don't know. Let me see if I have
Was
the
it a
thing.
gondola ride back down? Or did
Oh,
you guys-
Barrier Lake. Barrier Lake.
Barrier Lake. That's what
Oh,
it's
Barrier
called.
Lake was so nice.
It's a
Bro,
nice
it's
hike.
beautiful. It's
There's a
gorgeous.
hike for that for Barrier Lake?
Yeah. It's like
Like,
this very,
You just
very
kind of
tall
have to
mountain.
find it though. You have
Yeah.
to find it. Yeah.
There's no gondola though, right?
No.
No, you have to hike back down. But it's not that
But
big
Barrier
of a
Lake
hike.
is
It's like an
actually
hour,
nice.
Yeah, it
though.
took us like an hour and a half to get
hour and
up.
a half up, and then like an hour down.
And it's actually a nice peak. Like you can see far away.
It's scary though, because it's one of those peaks where it's like the mountain is like here, and then the peak is kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's like if you look down, like you can't see any more rock, and dogs were just like hauling up that shit. Like they see the water and they're like excited. And these white people were just letting their dogs like off the leash, and I'm like, oh, like I don't think you should be doing that,
I
bro.
don't trust that dog.
Yeah, bro.
No, that's a nice spot though.
Yeah. It was cold though when we went. It was still like snowy. Not like crazy
Yeah.
snowy.
When did you guys
Anything
go?
was wearing shorts.
Like spring.
Yeah.
Like
Like
spring?
February-ish.
No.
Like this year or last
Oh,
year?
last year. No, it was definitely last year. It was because the podcast started December 31st. Our first episode recorded
yeah.
December 29th or January 1st.
Our first episode was we recorded on New Year's and it came out like a week
Yeah.
later.
Yeah. Fuck, bro. Yo, the recording time is always so perfect. And then the post time is always like a month after. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, bro. If you're listening, right? And you ever notice like we miss a week or something, that's not on purpose.
Moya, you didn't answer my question. You been fucking bitches or what?
Me?
Yeah.
Yo. Actually, I got Tinder, but it's probably the shittiest app ever.
Is it fun?
No, man. I don't know. I don't mess with it. I had it for a day. I was just like swiping through. I was like, what am I doing? Because I'm more of a personality guy. Like I know that's cliche, but like I actually am. And like just judging people straight off their looks is like,
It's superficial, man. They have their bios. I love hiking. It's like, no, you don't.
But I don't
You
like the
just wanna
people
look at that.
that say like looks don't matter. Because looks fucking matter,
Yo,
bro.
100% looks matter.
no,
Like-
looks do matter. Looks do matter.
Yeah,
For a fact.
100%.
But it's
Because
like think about it. You got all the looks in the world, but the personality is trash. It's like, how long are you guys gonna last?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But if their personality is like 100, right? And they're just ugly, like disgusting,
That's also not gonna last.
it's not gonna last.
I
It's
need to
true.
buzz.
I don't know. Me, like, it's definitely like a fact that like looks is what first brings you together, right? Like, you know, you
Sure.
see a
That's the
fine-
initial attraction.
Yeah,
And you
but
have
I
to
don't
have that.
know. I feel like every time I've met somebody that like is actually genuine in my life, it's either been through like something where like we're either doing the same thing or like in the same place a lot of times, you know, like it's mutual.
In the same places, in like location wise, or in the same place, kind of mentally, like in the
school.
same stages. Because you know how in life you'll go through stages, right?
Yeah,
think he means,
but
like,
I'm talking-
physically.
I mean, yeah, well,
Physically, okay.
most people in your life that you're friends with are it's the same stage, right? Like they're going to high school and then they're going to university. But like I'm talking about like sports teams,
Oh.
high school, you know what I'm saying,
Same with
jobs.
No, Ethan can relate to that.
You know what I'm saying? It's for me, it's never been like, oh, I'm like picking and choosing like who I like. You know what I'm saying? It was just so like unnatural for me, and I don't really imagine like seeing somebody that like I'm gonna like be with forever, or like the relationship's gonna be important for me. You know,
Yeah.
from that app or from apps like that. Just dating.
I want to meet someone at a public location, like at a cafe or a bar. I think that's interesting. I think that's an experience everybody should have
At a bar?
at a bar,
That's
like a
your-
pickup. Well, not like a dirty bar, per se. But like at a nice one, you know, like send somebody over a drink or some shit like that, or it's like one of those Biggie lines, like well, what's that song? What's your background? Where you come from? No.
Isn't
Who
that
they
a Jack
attracting with that
Harlow song?
line? What's your name? What's your sign? As soon as
Oh.
you buy that rhyme, I just creep in from behind and ask you what your interests are, who you be with, things that make you smile, what numbers to dial. You know that one? I think that's in Big Papa.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's not Big
Uh,
Papa, is it?
Who they attracting with that line? What's your
That's
name? What's your
Hypnotized.
sign? That's not Hypnotized.
That's Hypnotized.
Hypnotized is Biggie, can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me.
okay. Besides, like, move on. Like, what is
Okay. Well,
Bro,
I'm
it's
just trying to hit
Hypnotized, I
somebody with a
swear.
line. It's Big Papa.
Bro.
I think so. Anyway, I'm just trying to hit somebody with a line, and on Tinder, it's like it's goofy now. Like people are like trying to send memes, or they're trying to do like some punny shit, and it's like, bro, that's not attractive. Like if somebody hit me with a pun, like yeah, I'll laugh, but like I'm not trying to fuck, you know, like.
Nah, this one for sure made me delete the app. Listen, I sent this one girl. I was like, hey. I said, hey, right? Like,
Hey, it's a good way to start a conversation.
conversation. You know what she said to me?
What?
She was like, you're gonna have to do more than just a hey.
Oh my God, yo.
Fuck out of my face.
No, I'm not doing more than just a hey. No,
It's
a
like,
hey is what you
What
get.
makes you think like I
You
like
did,
we're both
know?
on the app. We're both on the same
yeah.
thing. Like,
You
we
don't deserve more than
I
a
don't owe
hey.
you anything. Like, I
Yeah.
like the confidence a little bit, but it's just like, come on. You know what
I
I'm
hate
saying?
that confidence. That's overconfidence.
Like I believe every woman should have like confidence. You know, like they shouldn't walk around like.
Yeah, man.
But at the same time, it's like, damn, like what did I do to you?
So what's your like ideal meeting place of your wife? Like,
Meeting
where do you think would be the place where you might meet that person?
The Peacock Podcast.
what the P-Type podcast. Hopefully we get like a person on the podcast type thing to feature.
Yeah, I was thinking, what if we get like a whole thing where it's like, I don't know, like 10, 15 people on the podcast, just all like talking or some shit.
That'd be crazy.
And that'll be like episode like 50 or some shit. I don't know.
There's 3 people on right now, and I'm interrupt both of you like 70 times.
Bro, I'm saying where I meet the person that I'm gonna marry and like spend the rest of my life with, either in university and they're studying something that I'm studying, and like they like their occupation is somewhere in the same field, or at my like job that, or like when I'm a dentist and like
You're looking in her mouth. Like, yo, you have beautiful teeth. Marry
Yeah.
me.
I'm just thinking like right now it's bro, right now think about it. You meet somebody in university, right? And it's
Yeah.
like you guys are dating for like years, and then you both graduate, and it's like, oh, they want to go work in like America, and I'm staying in Canada. It's like, oh, there you go, like it's done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I
But
think it's gonna happen if it's like the same occupation as me or the same like work
that
environment.
won't work though. If you're too similar, that won't work. Opposites attract, not similars.
Okay, I'm just saying, I don't think I'm gonna find my wife or whatever until I have like my life sorted and where I am is permanent. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you want to set yourself up first? No, that's smart. A lot of people jump into
Lose it,
relationships.
you know? Yeah. It's like even if I get a girlfriend right now, it's like how long, you know, like when is it gonna last? You know?
Yeah.
It's
You're
just like,
stressing yourself out about over temporary things. And that's just not worth your time.
yeah, so I don't know. For me personally right now, like I'm not really relationships aren't for me.
What about the gym?
What about the gym?
What if you meet her?
Yeah, that's such a. Oh.
Go to the gym? Nah, nah,
You don't think so?
nah. I
Yo,
don't
could
mess,
you?
I don't mess with like gym like because
Gym girls?
think of it. I go to the gym, right?
Yeah.
I'm so obsessed with like looking at myself sometimes, you know? It's like I can't imagine like woman form of me, you know? Like think about it. I was skinny for so long, right?
Yeah.
And it's so bad, and now I finally like look proper. It's like I can't stop looking at myself, and it's so bad. Like I've tried to like tone it down a little, you know, like because I've been used to it. Like at the start, yo, I was in the mirror for so long.
This
Like,
guy
I
skip
would
class
too.
just to look at the mirror. Yeah,
yeah,
it gets like that, bro.
well, because it's like, damn, like I worked for this, you know, like I look better, like you know, I'm healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you're proud of yourself, but it's like,
Yo, round of applause. Good shit. Yeah, healthy like
But
that.
yo,
people
for
are sleeping.
everybody.
People are sleeping.
Yeah, I don't think it's something I should be like praised for. A lot of people do it, but
Going to the gym should be a standard thing
Well, you did it, right?
for
So
everybody.
good shit. Because not everybody does it. Like, yeah, people should, but people just don't. And nowadays, people just like, people say it's okay to be like, you know,
yeah.
overweight or whatever, or like, you know, not in a healthy physical
Oh,
position,
yeah.
right?
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for body positivity, right? Like,
Yeah.
but
I'm not.
if you're literally, if you're, how do I say this?
If you're unhealthy, you
Not.
can't take that as a positive.
Yeah. That's where I'm
Yeah,
at.
like being fat is unhealthy. Like no matter what you think about it, it is unhealthy. Skinny
Exactly.
people live longer. It's less tension on your heart. That's just
But
how.
also, like, not like too skinny, you know, like, don't go crazy.
But literally, like the thing is, like you're putting a lot of pressure on your heart, right? And with your everyday, like that's why you see fat people. They breathing so hard. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's like it's a fact. Like being overweight, Like if you
Well, it's
fuck-
immune system things too, right? Like it's a statistic that I think the number is like 78% of the hospitalizations of COVID cases in younger people are obese people who are overweight, people that don't take care of themselves. They don't exercise, they don't take their vitamins, they don't take care of
of
themselves. As
course,
simple as
you're
that, right? So
right.
it's
And they,
essential. It's very important to actually take care of yourself and your immune system. So the next time a virus comes around, the next time a fucking disease comes around that's killing people, you want to be. It's natural selection, bro. It's simple. It's a very simple concept,
Oh yeah.
and
Fact.
you shouldn't be spreading positivity about weakness, because that's what it is at the end of the day. Being obese, all that kind of shit, that's a weakness. If natural selection comes around again, you will be wiped out. You're happy about that? Like that's not okay.
yeah, I mean, like there's some people like there are like health complications that they can't necessarily like.
There's some genetic things, there's some other factors, and like at those cases, like yeah, like it's understandable. Like if it's just not possible, it's not possible. But many, I want to say like 99% of those cases are avoidable.
But as long as you're trying, like as long as you're doing something right, like that's better than the people who straight don't care. Like these, like have you ever watched that show, My 600 Pound Life? Like that's insane, bro.
No, but I think yeah.
These people live on couches. Like I don't know how they get
Yeah,
money or
and they
any of
can't
that.
like bathe themselves. They have to get out of, and it's like, yo, if I can't stand up or bathe myself, like honestly, that's not a life I want to live. Just kill me then.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you have to understand that being underweight is not associated with being healthy.
Yeah,
Because to lose weight, you can lose a lot of weight without doing any physical activity. Just be in a calorie deficit and you'll lose weight.
Yeah,
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 Be healthy to build your cardiovascular, to build your immune system, to build all that. You need to be physically active, right? And that's
yeah.
just so. Yeah, you can you can you can be a little bit overweight, but if you're physically active, you're fine, right?
yeah,
As long as you're working to be a better you, you're fine. But if you're overweight and you know it and you're trying to use these other things to comfort yourself or to try to tell yourself that it's okay,
Comfort foods. Yeah,
like
or like
that's
if you just
not
don't
like
care.
it's more about like saying, "Oh, body positivity," when you're literally just overweight and you're eating too much, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
like you can't just use that as an
You're not,
excuse.
yeah, and you're using that excuse instead of going to the gym or instead of eating less and
Or
focusing on
eating better foods. Like it's not even less sometimes. It's just like
oh
not
yeah.
eating garbage.
Oh yeah, like think about it. A bag of apples is like 100 calories, a whole entire bag. A junior chicken
Yeah.
is like 250, 300, 400. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
You'll
bro.
be real full after a bag of apples.
Serious numbers.
bro, imagine like being real hungry, right? And you're thinking
Pulling out two
like let's
bags of
just touch
apples.
McDonald's real quick. But like you're like, no, I'm trying to be healthy. Let's grab a whole bag of
Bag of
apples and
apples and
eat
eat
the
that.
entire bag for dinner.
I
Share
mean,
it with my
yeah,
horse.
like it's just the analogy, right? Like there's a lot of
Yeah.
foods that are less calorie dense compared to a Big Mac or something.
I just imagined eating a whole bag of apples. I don't think I could do it, honestly. Maybe oranges, but not apples.
Bro, slice it up right. I'll do it. Next podcast, episode
Yeah?
10. We're doing
Bro,
something
I'll buy
special for
you a
episode
bag of
10 and we
apples.
haven't
I
figured
want
it
to
out
see.
what. Yeah, though.
Yo, ASMR podcast for the season finale. Yo, did y'all ever go to
Underwater
Chuck E. Cheese's, right? And you have your tickets and you put it in the machine.
I
That never
Yeah.
happened to me, but I do
Never went to
remember
Chuck E.
going to Chuck E.
Cheese's?
Cheese.
I saw it, the one outside Buffalo Wild Wings in
Yeah.
This is the one I saw, but I've never been inside.
I think I've been there like twice.
I've been there once.
There's this sick, I remember it was like VR before VR. It was like a roller coaster ride, right? You sit in the chair, it's like a screen and it shows you like this stuff and it's like, whoa, whoa. That shit was sick. I probably spent like 3 hours on that thing.
Nah, bro, my Chuck E. Cheese experience was not good, bro. It was shit pizza, like small chairs, like, and I was in grade 5 at the time. So, like, for me, like coming to Canada, I'm like, yo, this is sick, right? So you have like a cheese guy here, and it's like, it's all these toys and shit. And like, I go in there, and it's just not a nice time for me because my mom just kind of dropped me off and she left me there. Oh
What
no, it
the
was my
fuck?
dad, and we were supposed to have like, I guess like chaperones, right? So the parents were supposed to stay, but my dad, I guess he had to work or some shit. So
This
like, he
motherfucker
dropped me
thought it was
off early.
daycare.
So he dropped me off early and I'm waiting for the party to start, and like I'm just waiting for my guy Brody to like come in, right? And he gets here and like I'm hanging out with him and the party goes on for like 30 minutes and then they're like, okay, everybody, the party's done. and they all cut, and I'm just like waiting outside the Chuck E. Cheese for like an hour until they close, and waiting for my dad to pick me up
That's
because
fucked
I didn't know
up.
how to get home, right? And
That's
this is around Sunridge. Yeah, bro, it's
Late
so
for everything.
brown.
Late for literally everything. You know how many basketball practices I was late to? I had to run them extra suicides and shit because I was late. My mom didn't want to
Gets
leave.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember having to run like we didn't actually run 100, but we like helped them run their 100 suicides.
Yeah.
That shit took so long, bro. Shit took like an entire practice, and I think we each did 20 suicide.
More, remember you guys' coach?
Yeah.
I don't want to say any names. He might listen to the podcast.
Coach is crazy. Like,
Bro, he wasn't even a good coach. He just knew how to yell, and I remember I was telling Ethan about this the other day because I had a car detailing business over the summer. He works at I'm not gonna say where he works, but I cleaned his whip because his brother had bought an Audi and somebody smashed his windshield, and it was like a sick Audi and everything. So I was cleaning up like the windshield. I was fixing everything up for him, like cleaning up his whole whip. So he's driving better, right? And then he's like, yo, while you're here, can you just do my brother's whip too? I'll pay you. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, where is it? And he sends me over. And then your coach comes up to me. He's like, yo, man, when do you think this will be done? And I'm like, holy fuck, this guy doesn't recognize me. Like, yeah, bro, it's crazy.
yeah, he does some type of construction or carpentry or like.
He's a mechanic, yeah.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah.
but-
He used to talk about how much he worked and stuff because he couldn't make it to our practices. Do you remember that other coach, the black one, who used to come to
Coach
practice?
Black one.
yeah.
Come to practice high, like super high. Remember that?
Yo, and he would smell weird as fuck, yo. That guy would smell like old rice, like
Bro.
straight 5-day-old rice.
Yeah, like I understand why they didn't let him back in the building. Yeah, he was high, bro.
That guy was crazy, but he had serious hops.
Yeah, man. Like he's like, yeah. You ever like think about like that stereotypical like black uncle?
Yeah, that's
Like
him.
super jacked, has like an assload of energy.
Yeah,
You know? Yeah, like that's what he is.
cool guy. Yo, you know he used to bike everywhere. Like anywhere there would be a game, he would bike there.
Yeah, literally.
That's crazy.
Did you ever
Even
see
in
him
the
in the
snow.
car?
Huh?
Sorry, never saw him in the car.
Boys, are we touching Egypt or what?
Yeah.
Touch me what?
Egypt.
Why?
Yo,
For
I
the
want to see a
resort, what do you
pyramid.
mean? Why? I'm trying to see some water first, but sure, I'll go to a pyramid.
Oh.
Egypt or Mexico, bro, either one. I'm trying to get the fuck out of this city.
Yo, how hard do you think it really is to break into a pyramid?
Bro,
I mean,
pyramids
it's
go
heavy
down.
rocks.
Pyramids go down.
Yeah,
You can't.
there's like a door though, like into the bottom.
There's a little,
It's
a
like
little
a
gap
maze,
up
right?
there from the side, right?
Do people actually think like pyramids like have stuff inside them?
They do have stuff
They do.
inside
It's the
them.
pharaohs. It's the pharaohs. When
Tomb.
they die, yeah, it's the
Literally,
tomb, and
It just goes straight down, like steps, like a tunnel.
Okay, well then I want to go down there. It seems like cooler than
I'm
I
trying
don't
to see
know,
his tunnel.
my house.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I remember when I went, I was so surprised. I was like, "Wait, are we gonna go inside?" He's like, "No, you can't go. You can't go.
You can-
Yeah.
inside.
there is nothing.
That's so lame.
I was like, "What?" And then I might have a picture though, but I probably look stupid in it. But it's literally just like stairwell straight down, and in the bottom is like literally nothing.
What the
Like
fuck?
it'll be like a room. That's
Yeah,
it.
the pharaoh's tomb.
But there are some that are like crazy, like some mazes and shit.
Yeah, like some of them have like well, all of them have like little like they're like this wide, just holes, and that's how they get air and stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like, how do you even plan that on a cave wall?
Yeah,
Because I know they didn't have paper or stuff. Like, they had to write that in rocks.
they drew it on the sand. You ever drawn anything on the
You ever
sand?
tried to draw stuff? Yo, draw a blueprint in the sand and I'll believe you.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's simple. It's not sustainable,
But I just
but it's
draw
doable.
happy faces in the sand, like my initials or something.
I tried to do my name. It came out crooked as shit on the photo.
Yeah.
Because I tried to take a photo, right? And this is back when I was in Mexico, and I was trying to be slick with it. Like I was gonna like get my hair like blowing in the wind. I had longer hair at the time. So I was gonna get my hair like blown in the wind or some shit. Is Mo snapping? Look at this guy. He's making duck faces on our podcast. Who is this guy, bro?
He's on Tinder. Relax.
But yeah,
You have to cut that out. Please cut that out. Oh, look. I'm gonna put it away. Just please.
yeah, it's done anyway, bro. It's about 1:03 a.m. We got I don't even know. Well, my alarm went off for.
Let's just talk about a crazy topic right now.
Okay. It's a crazy topic.
Anal or something. I don't fucking
Okay.
Oh, I
You ever
do.
done
I
anal?
have a couple questions in the notes.
My uncle listens to this, bro.
know what I'm saying. Would you ever do 6ix9ine? Would you ever do anal? I don't know. Something.
No.
Listen, crazy, like 10 minutes.
I wouldn't do anal. Uncle, if
Or-
you're listening right now, just pause this podcast right now and don't listen to the rest. This is about
Yo,
to get
my
weird.
bad, Uncle. What is it? Uncle Kurt.
I don't want to say his name.
You want to know?
Yeah. Honestly, fuck it. Keep listening. I want your insight on this.
Yeah, honestly,
Nah, bro. But would you? Yo,
What's
cause yo, but you know what though? Anal, like it seems gross and everything, but like when you're in the moment, sometimes it's tempting, you know? Like, especially when you're hitting it from the back, and you're like, yo, if I just like,
Bro,
it gets like that sometimes.
people think you're gonna get like poop on your penis and shit. It's not how it works.
Nah.
How do you know? Have you done it?
No, I haven't.
Because I know you've dated some freaks, and I know some of the freaks you dated.
No, no, don't put that in. I wouldn't.
It was going in, bro. Just don't put
No, I would if it was the right person. It was the right person. I would.
Yo, what kind of person do you have to?
You would
What
let
kind of
them-
person
you would let
justifies
them
the
put
right
something
person to
inside
do
you?
it?
Wife thing, I would. If it was a wife, yeah, for sure. But anybody like
no.
Really?
no, it would have to be like me who wanted to. Like if she asked me to, no. Like if I wanted to out of nowhere, then I would. You know what I'm saying?
Put some in your ass.
In my ass. No. Like if I asked her to do anal and she said yeah, then I would. But like if she came to me and was like,
Oh.
let's do anal, I'd be like, no.
Yo, Ethan said
Why?
something about you putting stuff in your ass. Yo, the tables have turned. Or...
Yeah, I thought that was.
Yo, how much money would it take for you guys to put some in your ass? Like your shorty just like in the middle. She's like, yo, let me put my finger in your ass. Like, how much would it take? Or what would
A
it take?
finger?
How much head?
How much head?
Yo, let's be real. Head feels better than cooch, no? I'll answer for the rest of the group, bro. It does. They just don't want to say it.
Depends on who.
Yeah, it depends on who.
I think it's general rule. I don't speak for everybody, but in
Sometimes,
my experience, yeah.
You're right though. Sometimes we feeling different. But I don't know about you guys, but I cannot finish off head like at all.
Yeah, thank God you said off head. I thought you were gonna stop at I cannot finish, and I'm like, fuck. You get off the
Damn, bro, this
medication.
guy's pent up.
Oh, sometimes I can't finish either.
Yo, don't say that.
But I do have a question. How many bodies is too many bodies?
Depends on age. I think a body like
who are you going for? Like how old can they be?
no, like if you're like a 20-year-old, I think like
No,
5
for you
bodies is
right
good.
now.
For me right now, I think 3 or 4.
4 is too many?
Oh, too many? I thought you said average.
No.
Or like a good like body count to be at.
No, how many, like what's the limit? Like you're like, okay, what's your body count? And they're like 27. You're like,
Oh, for me the limit would be like 5 or 6, like that, like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
at that point, I'm like, oh, I don't wanna.
Yeah, that's solid. What about
What
you?
about you?
I think a lot of people depends on what they're at. Like if I got like 40 bodies, like I don't give a fuck if she got 27. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But if I
but
got like,
you right now, right? Like
Yeah,
what's your limit now?
bro, I'd say my limit right now is probably same as Ray, like 3 or 4.
Really?
Just because like
I said 5 or 6.
What do you say?
I said 5 or 6.
No, fuck it, 5 or 6 then.
Fuck it.
That's a
I'm
lot.
with it, bro.
Bro, what I'm saying is like if it's like a lot more than me, like a substantial amount more than me, then it's
Yeah. It's uncomfortable. It's kind of uncomfortable too, no?
you just start to think about it and it's like
Yeah.
That's
It's
a
like, yo,
lot.
like I like
honestly, as long as it's just around where I am, you know, like
it's like
say-
renting a property, you know? It's like, yo,
Bro,
I
but
know
even
other
think
people.
I
about
don't want
that.
some like
My fault.
I don't want some like porn star while I'm over here like virgin, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But are you guys eating it though?
No, not anymore.
You're lying.
No, I used to, but not anymore. Yo,
When you
this is
had a
getting
shorty,
very
yeah.
personal. Hey.
Yo, when I had a shorty, yeah. Of course, yo, you can't not. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mo's weird about that. You're very strange about that.
Like no, I'm not about it. I don't know. Like
Why?
I've been close, right? Like I've been close and stuff, but
Why
I've
do you
never.
get close and just
Wait,
not
so you've
execute?
never, ever?
No, I've never like fully done it, and I probably never will.
Why? Is
Yo,
this
he
your thing
cares
with
about
like
his teeth.
dentistry?
Bro, like people be saying like, oh, like how can you not do that, but you expect the girl like suck your dick and shit. And it's like,
Yeah.
No, it's
like
not even about. Okay, go
I
off.
just think about like the difference in fluids that exit
Yeah,
that.
that's fair.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's like it's too much for me. It's too much for me to think
Yeah.
about. Like
Yo,
my
but it's not even about.
boundaries.
It's not even about like doing it fairly. It's not even about like, oh, she gave it to you, so you gotta give it to her. It's not how it works. But it should be more so about like, yeah, like
Oh,
I want to do this for you, like, cause I know this feels nice for you, so I'm trying to do this for you. It's like really about love.
it's about like what you're
Yeah,
trying to do
if
and
it
what
was a
she's
wife
trying to
thing,
do.
if it was a
Like,
wife thing, maybe. But other than that, no, I don't care what you do.
And also,
yo,
it
you
can't be
really
dirty.
like
Like it
holding
always
it for
has to
your
be
wife,
out of
eh?
the shower. Like I'm never like butching somebody who like didn't just shower, and I'll shower
I
myself
get
too.
that. I get that. I get that.
And I'm never
Bro,
butching in
like,
the shower again.
think about it. The vagina basically, like, it's if we're going anatomy wise here, it like cleans itself. You know,
Yeah,
everything bad exits. You know,
yeah.
and I don't know. I just whenever I just think about that shit, I couldn't get my
Yeah,
mouth.
so don't think about it.
Yo, do you guys like
Bro,
say
if I like loved her, you know, and she wanted it, like, then maybe I'd consider it. But like,
Maybe I
maybe you
consider
consider
it.
it?
This guy, bro.
but
Where are
like,
you
listen,
coming from?
if she doesn't care, like, if she doesn't care, if she's not about it, or like, it's just like, it's whatever. It's just like, yeah, I'll pass.
By the way, we started this podcast with Mo saying, "Well, I'm a Muslim, so."
Oh, I thought we're cutting all this out.
Oh no, this is not Ethan. You were saying something though?
Oh, can I clear that up though? Can I clear that up?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, clear that up. Ethan, don't forget what you
Yeah,
were
no.
gonna say.
Listen, like I'm Muslim, yes, but my family's not extremely
Religious.
traditional or religious, right? Like half the stuff that I talk about is mostly from me educating myself, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
Like my family's not really about it, and my father wasn't here,
Mm,
so it's really hard. It's a bit hard for my mom to really just lay that down on us, right?
yeah.
Being the only parent, so like, yeah, I am Muslim and I do believe in everything and with moderation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot about religion is like interpretation, right? It's what you believe is right and what you believe is wrong, like
Yeah.
within it. So it's
Mm.
okay. Like everybody has their things.
Yeah. We should start our own religion.
Yo,
The peak
I think
religion.
that's called the cult.
Oh, shit.
You see that one religion where it's about like spaghetti or something or pasta?
Are you talking
No.
about Pizzagate? Because that's
Nah,
just like a pedophile ring.
one religion where
Oh
it's
my
like
god.
worship like pasta. You never
I
seen
don't
that?
know about that.
I'm gonna search. Okay, I'm using my phone now. I'm gonna search it.
All right, bro. Let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
Have it?
Unless Ethan was gonna say something. You seem like
Yo, one
kinda-
more.
Okay.
How do y'all feel about voodoo? You think it's real?
Can you, I'm not sure what voodoo is.
It's like black magic,
I'm so magic.
like on some witch type of stuff,
Hmm.
like
That's interesting.
African witches, like a voodoo doll.
Do they
You know
have
a
to be
voodoo doll?
African? Or can they be normal witches too?
Nah, voodoo is like some African belief.
So it's
system.
specifically African.
I mean, black magic, yeah.
Oh, I thought black magic was just another word for dark magic. Like magic used for
I
like
mean, that's what it turned into. But voodoo is like actually came from Africa. So
oh. I don't know, see, like, cause like I never had it done to me, so I don't know.
but do you believe it's possible, like to have a voodoo doll?
I think I don't want to rule it out.
Like I get
I-
real.
What?
Like you seen those Lil Nas X shoes? With the
Yeah,
blood?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like if I just had those like in my house, like I would just be like super like creeped out.
Yeah, we talked about the
Really?
last podcast, you fucker. This guy really didn't listen.
Bro, listen, like I'm not trying to go back, but like I want to talk about it too, man. No, sometimes you guys be talking in your podcast. I be sitting there like, yeah, you're right about that. Actually, I was thinking about this the other day. And it's like, what? I'm not talking to you guys. Like I be dead ass like trying to talk too. And, like, no. But for real, like that voodoo stuff and like just all like the like
Satanistic stuff.
yeah, just like the energy, like dark energy, all that. I want to not believe in it, right? Like it actually might be a thing and all that, but like for me, I just don't want to believe in it.
Yeah.
Because you know when you just have like your own like thoughts and your own like principles and your own religion and all that, it's just like you don't want anything else to be true.
Yeah.
It's like what if I get into dark magic and stuff and all that, and like some of it actually starts working, right?
That'd actually be crazy though.
And
Just
like
trying to float.
yeah, like I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
I
what
don't know. I'm trying to like cut off a frog's leg and like mix it with a chicken, and then all of
Why
a
would
sudden
you
all
cut
my
off a
enemies
frog?
die. You know.
Yeah, you drink it.
Yo. Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Mo, you want to end them on a positive note? What do you have to say? Hit him with the quote. Hit us all with the quote.
Bro,
What's something Mama Abusayma would say? I know she's a wise woman.
listen, drink your water, eat your vegetables.
Yeah,
Don't forget.
hydration.
Stay
I like that.
hydrated.
Stay hydrated. I like that. Eat your vegetables and stay hydrated.
That's it. Hey,
Yo,
every
shout out
day,
your Instagram.
bro, my Instagram. No, I don't have Instagram.
We'll link it in the thing. I guess.
I don't have Instagram. Yeah, don't be that.
Shout out your Tinder.
No, you can get my Tinder though. You can get my Tinder. No, listen. Let me actually say something.
Yeah.
Bro, every day, just if you're not trying to use that day to improve yourself or people around you or anything, it's a day wasted, and that's it. You know, that's why I came on here to help you guys. And
Hey.
Yes, sir.
you know what I'm saying,
It's 50
Good
minutes
shit,
late,
good
but
shit.
okay. I'll take it.
bro, come on, man. I had to take a shower. You know.
This guy said take a shower at 11:20. I'm like, okay. It's already 20 minutes past my bedtime. I'm like, fuck it, I gotta do this podcast. 12:15, this guy FaceTimes me. I was texting Ethan. I was like, yo, we have to do this without him. Like,
The guy's a grown man talking about a bedtime.
yo, and then
Come on.
Ethan wasn't answering me, and I'm like, oh, it's annoying at this point, bro. Like,
You're the only kid that goes to bed at 11 p.m. on a Saturday night.
bro, you gotta wake up early, man. I got
Bro, this
things
guy
to do. I
wakes
got
up at
money to
6
make.
a.m.
I
for
got.
no fucking reason. I swear to
I
God.
do yoga. What? Do yoga. I shower and do yoga at 6 a.m.
Bro, I be
Come on,
waking
man.
up at 8 a.m., but I don't be going to bed at 11.
Say on God, you do a nice amount of yoga every morning at 6 a.m.
Well, like 6 a.m. Like 6 a.m. I wake up, and then 6:20 I'll be out of the shower, out of the bathroom, and I do like 20 to 25 minutes of yoga.
20 minutes of yoga.
Yeah. It's not like a nice amount, but I'm trying to get my flexibility up, bro, because my hamstrings are so fucked up. I can't touch my toes. I'm like,
Really?
like 5 inches away from touching my toes without bending my knees. And this is my back is
5
bent.
inches.
Serious, yeah.
Yo, but has it improved anything?
It has, yeah. Because I used to be able to only touch my shins, like not even my ankle.
Bro, I'm telling
Now,
you, 2 weeks, this guy's been doing backflips and all that.
yeah, bro. Catch me doing has. Yo, next time Ethan sees me, bro, my feet are gonna be on the steering wheel, my hands are gonna be on the gas pedal. But yeah.
Yo, you guys,
Anyway,
how long you guys been taking in the shower? Now that we're talking about it.
this guy keeps fucking trying to do an outro, and this guy.
This
he's
is actually
trying
serious.
to-
You told me about being in the shower. How long you guys been taking showers for?
I would say max 12 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
12 minutes, bro. You crazy?
You are in and out. Hey.
How much water are you using up?
You
What's
are
wrong with you?
dirty.
Huh?
Yo, I'm not dirty. I'm efficient. What's wrong with you?
No. There's no way. Yo, you're in there. Water on.
Yo,
You're
no.
out. That's crazy.
Water
You
in.
don't ever be doing this one with the water? Letting it drop on the floor? All that?
Yeah. Or this one. You hold it like this, and you let it all go.
Oh,
Nah,
no.
bro,
I
don't
be
be
taking
doing that.
so long in the shower. One time I had a whole ass boxing match with the stream of water coming down. I was zoning out.
I remember the first time I watched The Grudge, I was so scared in the shower, bro, because I didn't want to touch the walls, you know, because that's kind of gross, right?
Yeah.
So I'd be like looking this way, right? And then I'd think it was behind me, so I like turn around hella quick, and
Yo,
I'd be
don't say
like
that,
facing
don't say
that
that.
way for a while, and I'd have to turn around, and then eventually I realized like just look at the whole like shower curtain, and nothing can get you.
That's the shorty with the hair, right? And
Yeah,
like
yeah,
she
yeah.
like, oh.
And it comes out the back of the head.
Yo, it's fucked up, bro. It fucks me up. But yo, if a shorty ever does come, like a scary one, just get my back, like, cause I have a hard time reaching, like that, that area.
Not a flexible guy.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Honestly, if that ever has, I'm asking for favors, bro. It's like, yo, you're already there, fam.
yeah. Like, give me a little scratch.
Isn't that a terrible time? Imagine like being in the shower or something, right? And like that's the one moment someone breaks into your house.
Yeah,
Like,
bro, that's a
what do you-
vulnerable time too. I'm
Are
wet.
you getting
I'm
dressed
slippery.
first, wet, or are you just like?
I'm not fighting somebody with my dick out, bro. So,
Bro,
I'm
also,
scared of
on some
Hmm?
real shit that actually happened to my sister. On some real shit.
your
Seriously.
sister's house got broken into?
No, back in Nova Scotia, I was at school. My brother was at school. My mom was at work, and someone broke in. She was using the washroom because they were knocking real hard on the door. She got scared, right? So she sat in there, and then they broke into the deck door, and like she heard them like running through the house. They went to my parents' room, and they started like grabbing like all like the jewelry and
Yo,
stuff.
hold up, I hear footsteps. Whose house is that?
No, man.
No, it's
Or is that
mine.
you? Yo, are you good? Is everything good?
I don't know.
Because you're telling a story about breaking it. I'm like,
Listen, so he like ran through the house. This is all what my sister said, right? And so like ran through the house, and this is Nova Scotia. Like none of that happens in Nova Scotia, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And so he like grabbed a bunch of shit, put it on like the bed, and took the blanket and like
Oh yeah.
Yeah, balled it up.
like them homeless people do. They put on their back and all that, right? And then he went to the kitchen and grabbed a knife because he heard my sister in the thing, right? Because she was calling.
Oh.
And he opened the door and he like put the knife in her face, right? And then she was young, right? So he ain't do nothing to her. Like once he saw her and like realized what was happening because she had the phone, the police were on the phone. He dropped everything and ran. He jumped off the deck and he like broke his leg, and he was like limping on the highway. Yeah, like this is a crazy story. And he was like
Yo,
limping.
if you're lying right now, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, bro, that's
but-
crazy.
And they caught him on the highway and all that, and it was crazy. Like when I came home, it was like 4 or 5 police cars, like CTV and like all like the big news places were there. It was crazy, yeah.
That's
But
fucking wild.
she was in
Oh.
the washroom, so
That's fucked up, bro. Did you shout out the
Shit.
PK podcast?
Yo, man.
No, I'm playing. That's fucked up, though.
If I knew, I would have.
That's
Nah,
actually
that is
crazy though.
fucked up,
I
though.
couldn't
Yo,
imagine. I
Nova
always think
Scotia,
about
too.
that. Like whenever someone like knocks on the door while I'm in the shower, I'm like, fuck.
I
What
hate
now?
that, bro. Leave me alone when
you
I'm
guys
in the
always-
shower.
Yeah,
You guys always be thinking about like what you would do in this situation, right?
always.
Yeah.
24/7.
Man, like I'd be thinking to myself, like, what would I do? But then like
There's always some heroic shit in my head, but then like I know in reality I'd like do some bitch shit, like
yeah,
because I'd
That's
probably just
what I
start
wanna-
swinging
He's
or
a pusher, bro.
yeah, I'd probably start pushing.
bro, I wish there was a place where you could like train that, you know?
You can.
Yo, isn't that
Any
like
martial
virtual
arts
reality?
studio.
No, because like martial arts, you walk in there, you know what's gonna happen, but like
You don't know what's gonna happen, especially in sparring sessions and all that kind of stuff. And
Oh, like a
jiu-jitsu.
haunted house, but where they can actually like fuck you up potentially.
like every time you go, it's like you don't know what's gonna happen, what situation they're gonna put you in, right?
Yeah.
It could be, oh, some guy just fell into a train tracks. What are you gonna do? Train's coming. Or like, oh, you got broken in. Oh, this guy pulls a gun on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's stuff that I wish there was like a center you could go to. You
But
just
isn't that police academy? That is police academy, no? That's how they
No,
train
but that's even
officers.
training, right? Like
that's just all combat stuff, right?
Yeah.
you like go in and they teach you exactly what you're supposed to do. But I'm trying to just see what I'm gonna do like right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like, first instinct, just like swing, right? No matter who it is.
I mean, if it's like my parents or something.
9-year-old.
I mean, yeah. Like a stranger running up on you, right? Like if they just keep running all the way up to you, I think you have to.
Yo, I think the best way to attack is to run up on someone. If they're threatening you, you just start running at them. You charge at them, because there's no defense against that.
Yeah, there's
Especially
it's
with
called
like a nice.
knife.
No, bro. No, you can't pull a knife on somebody charging
Pull
at you.
your
I'm
pants
telling
down.
you. Put your pants
Yeah,
down.
you can.
That's
No,
it.
you can't. I'm telling you.
Okay, say you're being like followed down a dark alley, right?
Yeah, you run at them.
And you turn around, you run at them, right? What if that
Yeah.
shit's already out? What if they're about to do that to you?
Yeah, but
Oh.
you kind of like just have to run at them and then punch them as soon as you like get close enough, right?
I
Because
let
all that
them-
momentum is energy transfer, right? All that
I-
momentum is going into that one punch, and that one punch is I don't know, bro. I'm just talking out of my ass because I'm trying to make this podcast like done, and like these guys keep extending the outro, and it's like whatever. Just
I'm
say
not
your shit.
about, listen. Like, I'm not about no physical violence, right? I
Yeah.
just do the weirdest thing. I just try to do the weirdest things possible. Like I try to get as naked as I could as possible, or like start like saying weird words or something. No.
Yeah, if you just start yelling some gibberish, they have to.
Mo would start moaning, bro.
Yeah, yo. Whatever I gotta do to make that person feel uncomfortable, like not want to be in that situation anymore, you know? So I'm gonna do. Like, I'm gonna just get on my knees. No. Wait.
Oh shit.
Yo, I swear we ended this podcast already, didn't we?
All right. That was Peak Hype Podcast, episode 9.
Yeah.
Next
Man.
week, episode 10, season finale.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We
It
have a
doesn't mean the
special-
podcast is ending. That means we're just the season's done. We're doing some different things for season 2.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like people might think it's like always done. They probably have nothing more coming out.
No, if I'm a good what's the word I'm looking for? If I'm a
Editor.
good influencer,
Oh,
we're
word.
gonna have a very special surprise for episode 10.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna do a giveaway, but we're still not getting paid for this shit, and it's whatever.
Yo, like I said, I could throw away $500 to the first 5 people.
Yo, no, I was gonna do PS5s. Yo, if everybody who listens to this podcast repost this and me and Ethan get rich, I'll buy you all bootleg PS5s.
Yo, get us to 1,000 followers by
1,000 listens.
No. Okay, yeah, sure. I don't know. 1,000 somethings.
Yeah.
And we'll give away 5 PS5s.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I could drop 5
Okay,
right?
listen. Just keep listening.
This is interesting.
Yeah. Hey, no, you guys on the come up, bigger and better. It's only up, right?
Thank you.
Of
Thank you.
course.
That's it.
If you guys need any dental advice,
You know who to hit
you
up.
know who to talk to.
Oh, brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Oh, who's the one that no, I'm not gonna keep going.
That was me.
That was you, right? Would you rather use cold water or warm water?
Yeah, bro. I was asking this guy because I really didn't know. I started brushing my teeth and I was thinking, like, not saying about cold water feels like weird. Like, feels like I'm
Yeah.
doing this wrong.
You gotta do warm water. Kills the germs and it softens up the gums.
I don't want soft gums.
Not too hot though. You'll break down your enamel.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
you
that's a
tell me.
good word.
Enamel.
As you can.
Yeah. It's like an animal, but like the other way. Anyway, have a good night or some shit. I don't know, bro. It's like 1:37 a.m. I'm fucking done with this podcast.
Yeah, sleep tight.
Alright.